I chose the book Feed by M.T. Anderson. Anderson wrote this book in 2001 when he noticed the constant bombardment of advertisements, propaganda, television, and movies trying to convince us to buy something or do something. He saw how we are connected to a phone, computer, tablet, or television all the time, which makes us an easy target for marketing. This led him to the idea of a society where our connection to technology and consumerism was not something that happened outside of us as we just watched on a screen. Rather, we have this internet feed within us that would keep us connected 24/7, 365. So imagine a futuristic world where we have this feed inside our brains that keeps track of our thoughts, memories, and emotions and uses it for marketing purposes. The feed is controlled by corporations who run the world. The book Feed tells the story of a group of teenagers, specifically Titus and Violet, who must decide whether to accept or resist the feed. Titus and his friends take a trip to the moon during spring break and meet Violet. While they're on the moon, a hacker breaks into their feeds and causes them to lose it. For everyone else, the feeds are able to be reset and things are normal again. But for Violet, things are not that simple. Violet got her feed later on in life, so it's not as simple as just resetting it. Things are more complicated for her, and the feed might kill her. Violet does not blindly support the feed, and as she and Titus grow closer, Titus must decide where he stands on the issue of the feed. Does he go with the crowd and follow the lead of the feed? Or does he stand against the control and influence of the feed? In this passage that has eerie parallels to our real world, Titus considers the feed in one of the first few chapters of the book. He says, "But the braggest thing about the feed, the thing that made it really big, is that it knows everything you want and hope for, sometimes before you even know what those things are. It can tell you how to get them and help you make buying decisions that are hard. Everything we think and feel is taken in by the corporations, mainly by dad ones like FeedLink and OnFeed and American Feedware, and they make a special profile, one that's keyed just to you. And then they give it to their branch companies or other companies buy them, and they can get to know what it is we need. So all you have to do is want something, and there's a chance it will be yours." Of course, everyone is like, da da da, evil corporations, oh, they're so bad. We all say that, and we all know they control everything. I mean, it's not great, because who knows what evil shit they're up to. Everyone feels bad about that. But they're the only way to get all this stuff, and it's no good getting pissy about it, because they're still going to control everything whether you like it or not. Plus, they keep like everyone in the world employed, so it's not like we could do without them. And it's really great to know everything about everything whenever we want, to have it just like in our brain, just sitting there. I like this book because it generates discussion that books like 1984, Animal Farm, or Lord of the Flies just can't. I can use this dystopian novel to teach the same elements I might cover in a different text. Yet the topic of worldwide corporate control is fascinating and brings up such important issues that students must develop opinions on. When I incorporate this book into my classroom, I rest easier knowing that I am encouraging students to think about the big questions in life, those topics that go far beyond the walls of my classroom. Who or what influences you? How do you respond to those influences? How can you think for yourself? Where do we draw the line with our consumerism?